Hello and welcome. In this video, we will discover 8 signs she never really loved you. Whether she's just a girlfriend or a wife, when she stops loving you, life can become somewhat miserable. Even the inanimate things in your house can sense that things are falling apart. You'll see many signs showing that you're no longer reigning in her heart, and this may make you feel dejected and forsaken. Usually, the feelings you get when she doesn't love you anymore cannot be effectively described with words. Only someone who has experienced it can tell. Be that as it may, one needs to state that women do not just stop loving their significant other overnight. In most cases, it's a progressive thing. And before they eventually call it quits with you, the chances are that they would have displayed signs after signs to notify you, as it were, that they are no longer in love with you as before. So, as a man, if you're able to pick up these signs early enough, you might be able to do something about your relationship so it doesn't hit a dead end. As opined by many relationship experts, and which is true, love is not the only thing you need to lead a successful relationship or marriage. Several things can rubbish the love between partners if they are not present in a relationship. Some of these things include commitment, sacrifice, finance, and hard work. They and other things make love worthwhile in any relationship. If you're going to imbibe these qualities, the signs soon to be rolled out would only help straighten your relationship and not necessarily mean love is over. So, here are the signs she may be done with you and doesn't love you anymore. Just before, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to download your free book to successfully seduce any girl by clicking on the link in the description below. Landing the girl of your dreams is a hard enough endeavor as it is. However, keeping her in your life is going to be just as hard. When you have a love of your life at your side, then you need to do whatever it takes to keep that person there. If you take her for granted, then you miss out on having this amazing woman there forever. A girl isn't going to break up with you out of the blue. She isn't going to make that kind of decision so whimsically. After all, breakups are painful and they're hard. There isn't one single thing that you do that would make her fall out of love with you. Naturally, it's going to be an accumulation of factors that would lead her to make this decision. If you're curious about whether your girl still loves you or not, there are a few signs that you can keep an eye out for. If you notice that she is exhibiting a lot of these signs, then it might be time for you to be worried. Sometimes we are completely blinded by the words someone feeds us or the actions they give us, which can mask their true intentions. When someone doesn't truly love us, however, there are a number of concrete signs that could signal the end and a bright new beginning. One of the toughest things regarding moving on from a breakup is accepting that the one who we are accustomed to being the middle of our world doesn't wish to be a part of our life any longer. However, knowing that your ex doesn't wish you back doesn't seem to be as hard knowing that she never loved you even once when you were dating. Here's how to know if your ex-girlfriend never loved you. Love could be a word we tend to use to mean many various things. We can say we love someone even though we don't. It is because ones usually want to hear what they want to hear, so that is why we ignore this fact. If this is what happens to you, and you just realized it after you break up with your ex, here are how to know if your ex-girlfriend never loved you. 1. Empty words. Someone who is lying about their love for you will still feel emotionally distant even if they say that they love you all the time. This is because their words don't match the emotions they feel inside. They can't bond or connect. They struggle to let down their walls, and they always fail to dig in for the hard stuff when the going gets tough. Even when a partner tells us that they love us, their actions can often demonstrate a different truth. True love means being there in word and in deed. If your partner doesn't have the actions to back up their I love you, then their words are empty. Many women open up their lives for those they love. They desire to be known, and a key element to being known is through telling our story. Husbands often misunderstand this about wives. When she is telling you about her day, she isn't just reciting facts, she's letting you into her heart. When a woman reduces communication with a man, it's a sign that she doesn't love him. 2. General unconcern. When we are in love with someone, truly in love, we think about them often, and we wonder how they're doing, and we wonder how they're getting on. This concern for them exists whether they're in the picture or not, and it doesn't end just because they make us mad, disappoint us, or otherwise part from us. Someone who is faking their love often struggles to fake this concern, leaving their partners out of sight, out of mind whenever there's some physical distance, or it fits their personal desires and purposes. 3. Demeaning or insulting. When we truly love someone, there is no room in our relationship with them for dismissals, demeaning behavior, or insults. Because we love them, we show them respect. When that respect is missing, however, communication breaks down and negative behavioral patterns come to take charge. A partner who does not love their other half will fail to show respect when things get tough, resorting instead to mean insults anytime a confrontation is engaged. 4. Failure of trust. Loving someone means, inherently, that we can trust the other person. When someone loves us, they understand that they hold a piece of our well-being and happiness in their hands. They take this responsibility seriously and will go out of their way to make sure their partner knows that they are safe and secure. Failing to trust your partner, or feeling as though they are untrustworthy, can be a sign of insecurity. But it can also be a sign that you're tangled up with someone who doesn't have your best interests at heart. 5. Social isolation. Social isolation is a major warning sign in any toxic relationship, but it can also be a sign that you're dealing with someone who would rather control you than love you for who you are. This type of behavior can start small, but it can increase to become an all-encompassing obsession that leaves you completely bereft of support when things get tough with your partner. It's also an abusive type of behavior and a signal that your partner has more on their mind than building a mutually happy future. 6. Zero support. Support is one of the most important facets of any relationship, and it's also one of the biggest indicators that someone loves you truly and for who you are. When someone cares for us, they want us to be happy, and that means supporting us as we go after the careers and pastimes and dreams that bring joy and fulfillment to our lives. If your partner always fails to support you, or if they belittle or discount your dreams, then they don't really love you. And chances are, they never will. She seems disinterested in the relationship. It's as if she's become disinterested in the relationship. She doesn't make an effort, and she doesn't care. Few things are as sacrificial as a woman in love. Look at a mom with her newborn. Her love causes her to never question her sacrifice. So it is when a woman loves a man. She sacrifices for him, just as he should sacrifice for her. While many women could do better to be a little more selfish about their time and dreams, when a woman refuses to sacrifice for a man, it's a clear sign she doesn't love him. She might enjoy him, she might be using him, but she isn't loving him. 7. She doesn't ask about your life anymore. She doesn't try to ask you about your life anymore. It's gotten to a point wherein you start wishing that she would ask you about your day more. However, she has just wholly become disinterested in you and your personality. It's as if she doesn't care about you at this point. 8. She doesn't express gratitude for your efforts. Whenever you try to do something beautiful for her, she shuts you down. It always hurts to have your efforts and your gestures dismissed by the one you love. However, you should be taking this as a real sign that she's no longer as in love with you as she once was. Final thoughts. It is love that makes a woman see the best in a man. When love is no longer there, it doesn't matter how much effort you make to impress her. You are no better than a common man on the street before her anymore. Before, you don't have to do anything out of this world to earn her accolades. She easily submits that you are handsome, brilliant, hardworking, and perhaps dependable. But now that she's fast losing interest in you, it becomes impossible for her to see you as she once did. Finding ourselves in relationships with partners who don't love us back is a hard battle to fight. Whether they're just confused or they're maliciously stringing us along, it makes little difference to our feelings and the pain we feel when we're dealing with someone who demeans, belittles us, or otherwise denies us the love we need in a romantic partnership. If you're dealing with someone who doesn't love you, steel yourself and find a way to a future that's yours and yours alone. There is someone who is out there who will love you, but you have to create space for them to open the door. Take some time to figure out how you're feeling and use this to engage the process and the journey that comes next. Embrace your relationship for what it really is and accept the reality of what you really need from a partnership. When you're ready, open up a dialogue with your partner and let them know how you're feeling. Avoid accusatory language, but remain open and honest. Slowly create space between yourself and your partner and follow the energy of the process. Trust yourself to make the right decisions for you. Reconnect and re-engage with the people and pastimes that bring you joy. Not every person is meant for us, but there is someone out there for each of us if we want them. Find the right person for you by letting go of your attachment to a person who doesn't love you back. Sever the ties and nurture your soul before it's too late to turn back. All of that said, it's important to remember that people do have the ability to change. And even if a person lacked the qualities of a reliable and loving partner in the past, it doesn't mean that they can't mature and develop those traits in the future. If they don't make an effort to understand your wants and needs, or they don't show a willingness to address your past relationship issues through therapy, religious counseling, etc., it's time to move on. As all of your friends are surely telling you, you deserve more. However, there comes a time in which she must decide if she is in or out of the relationship. In those moments, she can say a lot of things, but whether or not she loves you will be defined more by her actions than her words. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, comment, and especially subscribe to the channel. You're also free to receive the new book 9 Keys to Seduce Any Girl by clicking on the link in the description below.